You're wasting your life without even realizing it. You say you want success, yet you repeat the same habits every day. You want to be stronger, yet you let your emotions control you. You want change, yet you refuse to do what's necessary. The truth is, successful people have secrets, principles that allow them to take control, avoid failure, and keep moving forward. If you don't know them, you'll stay exactly where you are. In this video, I'll reveal 7 secrets that you must master if you want to grow and live a balanced life. But these are not easy truths. If you're not ready to face reality, turn off this video now. If you are, keep watching, because what comes next could change your life. If you feel the positive energy, don't forget to like this video and share a meaningful comment. Everyone wants success, but most lack the discipline to achieve it. People love the idea of a better life, but few are willing to endure the struggle to make it real. That's why most people stay stuck. They wait for motivation, they wait for the perfect moment to start. But the truth? Motivation is temporary. It comes and goes. Discipline is what keeps you moving forward, even when you don't feel like it. How many times have you promised yourself you'd change, only to fall back into old patterns? Set an early alarm, then hit snooze and go back to sleep. Plan to eat healthy, then order fast food because it's more convenient. Commit to working out, but quit after a week. You can't rely on emotions to do what matters. If you let your mood decide your actions, you'll accomplish nothing. Successful people aren't always motivated. They just act even when they don't want to. They understand that emotions are unreliable, and if they let feelings control them, they'll never get anywhere. That's why they build discipline into their lives. Discipline is not a luxury, it's a necessity. It stops you from being dragged down by bad habits. It keeps you moving in the right direction even when life gets chaotic. The secret to building discipline is simple. Do it, whether you feel like it or not. Tired? Do it anyway. Bored? Do it anyway. No motivation? Do it anyway. Every time you defeat laziness, you build mental strength. Over time, this becomes part of who you are. No more procrastination, no more excuses. Only action. You can keep searching for motivation, or you can start building discipline today. And if you don't, accept that your life will never change. Emotions are a double-edged sword. They can push you to achieve greatness, or they can drag you to the depths of failure. The difference between those who master life and those who remain stuck in chaos lies in their ability to control their emotions. Don't get it wrong, emotions are not something to be eliminated, but if you let them control you instead of the other way around, you're handing your life over to a spoiled child. Think back to the times when you acted purely on emotion, the impulsive decisions made in anger, the reckless spending just because you were feeling down, the times you wanted to quit everything just because you hit a rough patch. Emotions might feel intense in the moment, but what follows is regret, and regret lingers far longer than any emotional impulse. Strong men are not emotionless. They still feel anger, fear, and frustration, but they don't let those emotions dictate their actions. They don't allow anger to make them reckless. They don't let fear keep them trapped in their comfort zones. They don't let discouragement make them stop trying. They understand that emotions are just signals, not commands. You can feel something without acting on it. Controlling your emotions doesn't mean suppressing or ignoring them. That only makes things worse. Instead, understand that emotions come and go. Never make big decisions in anger. Never react immediately when provoked. Never let a passing emotion ruin what you've built. Train yourself to step back from emotions, observe them like an outsider, and only act once you've thought clearly. You can't control the world, but you can control how you respond to it. And once you do that, you're no longer a slave to emotions. You become the driver of your own life instead of just a passenger, constantly tossed around by emotional waves. If you want control over your life, first master control over yourself. Have you ever noticed that the most successful people rarely talk too much about their plans? They don't boast about what they're going to do. They act. Meanwhile, weak men love to talk about their grand future plans. as if saying them out loud is enough to make them real. But the truth is, talking too much about your plans can kill them before they even begin. When you share your goals with others, you receive instant validation, even though you haven't actually done anything yet. This tricks your brain into feeling like you've already made progress, and as a result, your urgency to take action fades. Not only that, but talking about your plans exposes them to outside influence. People might doubt you, mock you, or plant negativity in your mind, shaking your confidence before you even get started. They don't live your life. They don't understand your goals, so why let them influence your path? Stay quiet and take action. Let your results speak for themselves. When you truly achieve something, you won't need to brag. People will see it for themselves. Silence is not a sign of insecurity, it's a weapon. Successful people know that real success isn't in words, it's in what you actually accomplish. So next time you have a big plan, keep it to yourself. Focus on doing instead of talking. And once you've succeeded, you can say whatever you want, but by then, you might realize you don't need to say anything at all. If this video made you think, hit like now. Comment below, how have you applied Stoicism in your life? Stoic Success, unbreakable mindset, total control. Every failure, every struggle, every disappointment in your life, it's all on you. That might sound harsh, but it's the truth. And until you fully accept this, you will never change your life. Most people love to blame others. They blame their parents for not giving them a better start. They blame the economy for keeping them poor. They blame their boss, their coworkers, the government, everyone and everything except themselves. But here's the problem. When you blame others, you give up control. You're saying, I can't change my situation. You're making yourself the victim. The truth? No one cares about your excuses. Life doesn't reward complaints. If you're broke, make money. If you lack skills, learn them. If you don't have opportunities, create them. You can complain all you want, but only action changes reality. Taking responsibility doesn't mean beating yourself up. It means recognizing that no matter what happens, you always have a choice. You can sit around whining about what you don't have, or you can get up and start making a change. You can blame the world, or you can take charge of your fate. So if you're unhappy with your life, ask yourself, what can I do to change this? If your first answer is an excuse, stop. Instead, find one action you can take right now. Don't wait. Don't expect anyone to save you. No one owes you anything. This is your life, and only you can change it. Have you noticed that some people only bring negativity into your life? They complain about everything, their job, their life, even the weather. They always have excuses for their failures, but never any solutions. And if you spend too much time around them, you will start thinking and acting like them. Your environment shapes you more than you realize. Spend time with lazy people, and you'll start thinking laziness is normal. Surround yourself with negative people, and you'll start seeing life through a negative lens. But if you surround yourself with driven, ambitious people, you'll feel more motivated to level up. Here's a truth few people admit. Some relationships are simply not worth keeping. You are not obligated to stay connected with people who drag you down. They could be old friends, coworkers, even family members. But if every time you're around them you feel drained, unmotivated, or pulled into their negativity, that's a clear sign you need distance. Cutting off negativity doesn't make you arrogant or cold. It means you value your time and energy. It means you understand that you have the right to choose who you surround yourself with. So take a hard look at the people in your life. Do they inspire you or exhaust you? Do they push you to grow or hold you back with meaningless distractions? If it's the latter, it's time to make a change. Seek out those who challenge you to be better. People who see your potential, not those who envy or complain about it. Life is too short to waste on toxic relationships. If you want to move forward, cut the chains holding you back. Step away from the negativity and surround yourself with people who are worth your time. You'll be amazed at how fast your life transforms when you stop letting others pull you down. Want to know the real reason most people never get what they want? They stop growing. They graduate, get a job, and think that's enough. They settle for what they already know instead of continuing to learn and improve. But in a world that's constantly evolving, if you're not moving forward, you're falling behind. Successful people aren't the smartest or the luckiest. They're the ones who refuse to stop improving. They read books, learn new skills, and seek opportunities to grow. They don't fear failure because they understand that every mistake is a lesson that makes them stronger. Meanwhile, failures make excuses. I don't have time. I don't need to learn more. But look at their lives, stagnant, unfulfilled, and always complaining about their lack of opportunities. Want a better job? Learn more. Want to make more money? Learn how to invest, how to sell, how to create value. Want to get in shape? Learn about nutrition, training, and discipline. Everything you want to achieve can be learned. The real question is, are you willing to put in the time and effort? Self-improvement isn't a hobby, it's a lifelong commitment. Successful people don't learn because they feel like it. They learn because they know if they don't, they'll be left behind. And they don't just learn passively. They apply what they learn, experiment, make mistakes, adjust, and grow stronger. Feeling stuck in life? Ask yourself, when was the last time you truly learned something new? Have you read a valuable book this month? Have you pushed yourself to master a new skill? If not, you've been stagnant for too long. Don't be one of those people who complains about life being unfair while doing nothing to change it. Start now. Read a book, learn a skill. Push yourself to be better every single day. 1 year from now, you'll thank yourself for not standing still. Some people talk too much but accomplish nothing. They love to brag, argue, and prove themselves right in every situation. But what they don't realize is that silence is often the most powerful weapon. You don't always need to speak. You don't always need to argue. Knowing when to stay silent is a sign of self-control and intelligence. Have you ever seen someone argue until their face turns red, trying to dominate a pointless debate? Have you seen someone boast about their plans too early, only to accomplish nothing? These people don't understand the power of silence. Talking too much can cost you your advantage. You expose your thoughts, you reveal your plans, you show your weaknesses, and worst of all, you give others the chance to sabotage you before you even begin. Truly powerful people don't need to prove anything. They don't waste time arguing with fools. They don't boast about what they're working on. They observe, listen, and keep their moves quiet. And when the time is right, they act. When they speak, people listen, because they don't waste words on nonsense. Silence is not weakness. It means you are confident enough to not need external validation. It means you understand that not everyone deserves access to your thoughts. It means you are in control instead of letting your emotions control you. Master restraint. Not everyone is worth debating. Not everything needs to be said. And sometimes the best response is silence, letting time prove everything. When you understand this, you will save energy, avoid unnecessary trouble, and gain an advantage over anyone who doesn't know when to be quiet. Life won't wait for you. If you lack discipline, laziness will destroy you. If you don't control your emotions, they will control you. If you talk too much, you will expose your weaknesses. If you surround yourself with negativity, you will be dragged down with it. If you stop learning, you will be left behind. Every choice you make has consequences. You either take control of your life, or you let life control you. There is no middle ground. These secrets aren't quick tricks for instant success. They are fundamental principles that separate those who thrive from those who stay stuck. So now the question is, what will you do with this knowledge? You can nod in agreement and forget everything the moment you leave. Or you can take action. Change. Become the best version of yourself. The choice is yours. But remember, no one is coming to save you. Thank you for being here. If you found this video helpful, subscribe, turn on notifications, and like this video. Don't forget to leave a comment so we can spread positivity together.